Obiba. She's a Ghanaian. She doesn't have control over the Emirates airline. No. Musi emunti bida. You are kidnapping mameno at the handcuff. Eguninsa. Blindfold her. Kotoku di asheniti. Odia home krenye. Ene munkunwe. All because national security operatives mienu together with this lady called Rashida Saani Dr.Bawumia, whatever your name is. Because that lady is highly connected in Ghana. She knows a lot of people. Bullshit. God damn it. God damn. What the hell? God damn asshole. Why? Where nipa chema ameno? Wo na friend say Rashida where nipa and sanfo we ya buopi say wo ma ye chema ameno di kotoku she nza wate. We are buopi. You are silly enough. That lady meto so Ghana for hunu. Come on, MCR, bring that little twitch. First out lady bra. That's the girl. Wait. I am sorry, Alaji. I have to take your wife through this through baptism of fire. Absolutely silly. Why? Who saw Rashida? Rashida Saani Dr.Bawumia, whatever. Rashida Dr.Bawumia, whatever the name is. Who na namusuo Emirates aircraft no. Ya this adi we, edidi sa mami we. Ena ye den. Until the next day, board aircraft and tell you, this lady has worked at Metro TV before and EIB once, and now she's into events organization. Adena mudia kakabensa mo Ghana sa. I thought, sir, this dependency syndrome and all about, do you know me, who I am, do you know who I am, do you know what I can do? This stupidity and foolishness talk has ended in Ghana, but still, all these little twitches still have some connections within the corridors of power, and it's just a matter of slap of a finger. No mo kikan kwasi asem, no mo hand ne shemba. This organization we ye ba be yusuomo e de aye election ho adwuma. Wo face agro ne ye die. Tena ho. Tonight, afi ye be ya de bi nso Bawumia ho. The politics of today tonight, we want to zero down and take much closer look at candidates Bawumia. We are taking a much closer look at candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia personified. Indeed, it's imperative at this period to assess and also probe candidate Bawumia as long as he controls our national purse. He is the arrowhead. Listen, he is the arrowhead and the chairman of the economic management team of Adodankwa Akufo-Addo-led government. And agree, ye ba be spotlight na to Bawumia so ni ahwe say Bawumia mpon oyehwan who say DB ye dia to Bawumia me more say dini da. Edia enipa bi dia to Bawumia all the time. They say yes say Bawolaya, but I have never used that name before because I haven't really assessed Bawumia enough. But I agree nevertheless, the unbridled corruption across the public sector, as long as the Akufo-Addo-led government continue to live, so as Ghanaians will continue to strive. Tonight, the frontline want to probe candidates Bawumia from the perspective of his honesty, transparency, and integrity. Afiye Babe say Bawumia, integrity ben and wo, credibility ben or transparency ben wo yo bia wo ye no kwafo. Anase Bawumia ye nipa bia wo yo torofo e na diafo ye na brabani. Because the word Bawolaya na me ntiase. Nti ye ba behwe enema miensa e na me de ba be assess together with you and I, the listener, you the viewer and the listener, together with you and I, ye be assess Bawumia na ewie ya hwe se sa word no sa na ye de be to no anase ye be sesa no. As long as Bawumia remains the arrowhead and the chairman of the economic management team, Bawumia cannot, will not, and may not exempt himself from this very unbridled corruption in the Akufo-Addo-led government. Now, no cry why ya dear when ya kukudro ebe jina Ghana when him say monto abam urade Bawumia. Now, folks, our assessment with Bawumia begins with this. When you did the candidate assess Bawumia say, who is this candidate Bawumia? Take a listen to this.
At this in 2016.
If you know what can work for our economy, why is the economy collapsing in your hands after 8 years?
When Bawumia said this in 2016.
If you know what can work for our economy, why is the economy collapsing in your hands after 8 years?
When asked same question in 2024 after the collapse of our economy and why he, Bawumia, hasn't done anything to fix it, this is what he said.
Why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto, otherwise if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now?
It makes you wonder the double standard. When questioned about how terrible the economy is doing, he told us that it is the same in most other countries.
Throughout, especially 2021, 2022 or ever, it's very clear, say, cost of living has gone up across. Even when I was in Canada just a few weeks, less than 2 weeks ago, that was the complaint.
Yet, in opposition, he quit.
How can global phenomena skip Cote d'Ivoire and all the surrounding countries and only attack Ghana? How does it happen?
When you compare the indicators of Ghana and Kenya as they fared under COVID, you can see that Kenya did far better. And we ask again, how does global economy affect Kenya differently and destroy Ghana this much? Bawumia, why the double mouth? Bawumia says this about taxation.
The MPP will shift the focus of economic policy away from taxation to production. So we are going to move away from taxation to production.
They have introduced over 40 draconian taxes, thereby imposing hardship on Ghanaians.
The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana.
The unemployment rate, which stood at just 8% in 2016, has hit an all-time high of 15%. The